Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch list for October 16th, Tuesday. Let's go ahead and get into it. What I'm showing you right now is a screen share from my room. Throughout the day, we change out the screen share. You're currently looking at our after hours screen share from Zozo Stockwatch. So we have a news box up here. We also have audio news throughout the day, courtesy of the trade exchange. We keep our trade ideas scans up. This is the evening scan. So I go through all of these charts and I look to see, and this is how I also build up my watch list each night by going through all these scans, biggest percent gainers for the day, stocks. In the evening scan, I go through those. I go through the penny stocks that have moved up throughout the day and pick out some of those under $1 and under $5 names that you see on the videos. And then I have some other scans that I'm not showing you here, but this is what my members see. Then in the morning, we have a pre-market scan. And then during the day, we have our low float scans and our momentum scans up throughout the day, our VWAP scans and things like that. So I just wanted to show you that. This is kind of what the screen share looks like. We had actually a very good day in the service. We'll get more into that in a moment. But for now, let me bring down the news box courtesy of the trade exchange, and I'll share some of the news that came out after the bell with you tonight. So let me back this up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, market closed here. QGEN had some news after the bell. QGEN. Sorry about that. And no real reaction on this QGN. Next generation delivers fast, cost-effective diagnosis for gastrointestinal syndromes. So that news coming out, but no real movement there. Adobe was up big in the after hours tonight. Adobe, they had some news reaffirming its current quarter four fiscal 2018. So Adobe moving up from about 240 up to about 252 in the after hours. JB Hunt had earnings come out after the bell. They missed by 20 cents. Revenues in line for JBHT. Stock initially sold off on that earnings report, and then it had a conference call at around 5:30 this evening, and so it ticked back up. So JB Hunt, a little bit of a recovery in the after hours tonight. Let's scroll through. You got your earnings coming out tomorrow morning. Some of the bigger names, BlackRock will be reporting. DPZ, which is Domino's Pizza, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs reporting before the bell tomorrow morning. Don't forget the big name coming out after the bell tomorrow night is Netflix, NFLX. They'll be reporting after the bell tomorrow night. We had IGC come out with an S3, so basically an offering. IGC 100 million mixed shelf. That stock was moving down. One of the pot stocks actually was moving up into the close here. Pulled back, popped up again after hours, and then the news came out on this offering, and the stock is moving down after hours on that news of the offering. Some top insider purchases tonight after hours. We had Meet, MEET. Let's see if there was any kind of reaction on that. Ticking up a little bit, Meet. So maybe keep your eye on that one. Fast, FAST, purchased 2,000 shares, FAST. Now, they just recently had earnings. They got a bounce back from their earnings. The stock had moved down, but now recovering a little bit on the intraday chart here on Fast. Unfortunately, co-founder Paul Allen dies of cancer at age 65. The Microsoft, and no reaction really in Microsoft right now. Heartfelt thoughts go out to his family, and sad to see somebody dying at such a young age, 65. Let's go ahead and move on, and we'll take a look at some of the markets here tonight. And we had a JNUG, not the thing you want to see moving up. percentage-wise, right? So that shows you that the market was still a little bit to the weak side. Folks buying some safety here. So JNUG, Nugget was also up. The VIX was up a tad today. Gold, as you can see, was up. The OIH was up almost over 0.5%. Sorry, and then silver also got a little buying. To the downside today, we had the XLK moving down. That's the technology sector, XBI, the biotechs, the mid-cap biotechs. The Qs were down over 1% today. The SMH down another 1% for the day. The Nasdaq Composite up down, sorry, about 0.75%, a little bit more there. The XLE also down about 8.84%. XLV down about almost 0.75% there on the XLV. The SPY was down. We had the Dow Jones close down 89 points for the day. So market still a little bit soft. Let's go ahead and take a look at the SPY and check the action here. So let me remove these lines for you so it's not too confusing. So basically, we're still below this yellow dotted line you see here. That's my 5 EMA. So we remain below that. A lot of folks watch the 5 EMA for the start of something new. So far, we're remaining below the 5 EMA, and we also are below the other fast-moving averages, the 20, the 10, the 13 EMA. We are battling here with this green moving average, which is the 200 SMA on the daily chart. You see the battle. Bulls are trying to get us back above it, but they keep being pushed down. In the after hours tonight, when the market closed down tonight in the after hours, we kept moving down. Now we are bouncing a little bit off of this 274 area, but not with a lot of vitality here for the SPY. And I also saw Apple moving down after the close here on Apple. An analyst came out today. I believe it was Goldman Sachs, had negative comments on Apple and their earnings, saying that China will affect their earnings. So, Apple was down throughout the day, tried to make periodic bounces, but into the close, Apple getting sold off a bit in the after hours. But like I said, Adobe, they were up big in the after hours. So we'll have to see what the futures hold for tonight. If you're interested in watching the futures in the overnight session, this is your futures right now. The futures are up. The Dow futures up 19. The S&P futures up about 3. The Nasdaq futures up 14. And you go right here, investing.com, and you can watch the futures throughout the night. It's a nice tool that they have. Courtesy of the trade exchange, we'll go ahead and look at some of the unusual options activity that occurred today. MU had call activity. Micron Technologies, we had Schwab with some call activity. HBAN, another financial, HBAN, unusual call activity. CENX, an aluminum company, had unusual call activity. GE, Wynn Resorts, AXL also had unusual call activity. To the put side, we had NVIDIA, unusual put activity on that name. So that's courtesy of the trade exchange. And this is a mailing that they put out each night. Here's some of your stocks that were the biggest movers today. Pot stocks were moving up very nicely today. We actually got a nice trade in Crone today, and I'll show you that in a moment. So here's our alert on CRON, and as you know, this is Omnovia room, so I also make alerts. Alerted this over the microphone. Type it in the room. Watch a CRON over 1055. The stop on CRON was for $10.35, so risking about 20 cents or so on this trade for CRON. We also put it out on our private feed for a swing trade in CRON. And the stock, CRON, currently in after hours is trading up over $12.50 currently. So we're still in some of this from $10.55 today from the room. So a very nice trade there. We also traded Micron for a trade. We traded Facebook for a $1 gainer today. Here was the alert on Facebook. Facebook over 154.10. All right, stop 153.80. Alerted over the mic, and we also show the charts. So Facebook, after getting up over that 154.10 area, the stock drove up to 155 and 50 cents. So a nice gainer there. So overall, even with the market closing kind of on the weak side tonight in the SPY, we were able to find some stocks that were moving up nicely. Last night, I spoke about GLBS and that they were doing that 1 for 10 reverse split, that they would be trading 1 for 10. And so here was GLBS. Big move up today, GLBS. Hope you caught that from the video last night. Here's the action in GLBS. And on the video, we said that it would be trading 1 for 10. I also mentioned on the video that Alt had given a really big move up to 30. Now, I wasn't expecting, GLBS to do that, but a nice percentage move here. Hope you had it on your radar from the video last night. All right, let's get into the watch list for tomorrow. A lot of these under $1 names have been moving up. This AGRX and after hours is moving up over $1. So this one will be on watch for tomorrow. AMDA also trying to get back above the 50 SMA, the dark blue line you see here. AMDA also trading up a little bit. Strong close on this one. So AMDA will be on watch tomorrow. BLRX, this is a cannabis play, supposedly. All right. And we had a high today on this name of $1.44. The obvious number is around that $1.50 area. BLRX. So if cannabis stocks are going to keep rolling here, we'll have BLRX on watch. CRBP, another cannabis name. This one is actually in the ETF, the MJ. And by the way, the MJ ETF had a nice day today. But getting back to CRBP, this is one of the components in that MJ. So they were closing this up into the close here. They pushed it up to about 710. We're actually involved in this one. So CRBP, Crone, I spoke about already. We got a really nice trade on this one, and still in some. CRON, have a beautiful cushion now from $10.55 on CRON. Some shippers were getting some buying today. DCIX popped up 1.2 million shares. Dries, not so much on Dries, but DCIX. I'll have Dries on watch for tomorrow. Let's see if it's doing anything in the after hours. Not really. Another shipper, EC. This one was moving up into the close, kind of pulling back a little bit in the after hours. You can see on the daily chart some expanding volume here. ESEA, FLKS, not a shipper, but also another one of these under $1 names trying to get back over the 100 SMA. Look at this volume in FLKS, 10 million shares on that one. Stock got all the way up to $1.20 in the after hours tonight, so that'll be on watch. GLBS I spoke about. Another shipper that was perking up today is PXS. All right, this is a Texas tanker shipper. Popped up today, expanding volume, so keep your eye on this one. Trades thin, but volume can always come in. Sino, another shipper perking up here. Keep an eye on some of these shippers. TNK could be a possible mover tomorrow. Tops made a nice move. in the after hours. Well, actually into the close, it pushed up all the way over $1.25, holding about $1.16 in the after hours. So tops will be on watch. Another stock that's under a dollar, Trove, TROV. Actually, I have some traders that are in this one from the service. We were talking about it. We said if it held this or got over this 90 cent spot, you might get a move up. It did that, so they're trying to hold some overnight on Trove. Nat Gas was up today. Nat Gas moved up. So a couple of names in Nat Gas. SWN was perking up today. 15 million shares in SWN. This could be a possible swing trade in this name. Has that 575 area up ahead, kind of coiling here in this consolidation. Another name is RRC that came up on one of my scanners tonight. This one I probably needs to take out the highs from today, probably 1785 or so. Maybe you get that $18 break on RRC. So held up, might be a possible swing trade in that name. SLS, another one of these small little beaten up stocks. 6 million shares came into this today. They were pushing it up throughout the day. Sold off a little bit into the close. Not a favorite, but we'll see if it wants to do anything on that one. Let's see, NAC, a small little gold stock. We talked about it on yesterday's video, trying to get back above the 50 SMA on NAK. Keep this one on watch. These little gold stocks are moving up, so NAK could be a laggard in the group, so keep an eye on that. NBEV. We actually got a couple of trades off this name today in the service. Two winning trades. One of them was on the break of 6.95 for the $7 break, and the stock moved up to, I think it was about $6.40 or so. So that was one of the trades. And then we got a smaller trade for about 15 cents on NBEV, but NBEV will be on watch. NEPT also getting a nice pop here, 4.5 million shares on NEPT. The high on this was 470 today. Let's see if it's doing anything in the after hours. Still kind of basing under that 465, 470 area. Keep that one on watch. And I think HSGX, I'll close it with this one. HSGX was moving up in the after hours. It's a beaten down name, trying to turn the corner back up. So keep an eye on this one if it can get up over that 75 cent spot again for tomorrow. That's HSGX. Another one I got is ENPH. All right, trying to get up over $5. 2.2 million shares, trying to turn the corner back above the 50 SMA. So keep an eye on ENPH. All right, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Have a very good day trading tomorrow. If these videos are helping you out, please give a thumbs up and also retweet them if you have social media. Put them out there on social media for me. I would greatly appreciate that so we can build up our community here at Zozo Stockwatch on YouTube. Have a great day trading tomorrow. Any questions, you can always email me at zozostockwatchinc@gmail.com. It's down in the description box in this video. Also, links to my service are in the video. If you have not tried my service and you would like to try my service for $30 for 30 days, we can sign you up and you can be in my service for a month trading with us. Have a great night and good day trading tomorrow.